So instead of focusing on restructuring the state or restructuring the local government, they can focus on governance, changing the electoral reform, making sure it's more inclusive for all the six geographical zones. And it doesn't look like that's what they're targeting. It looks like they're looking for a way to carve out a position for themselves or for their family members or for their friends. So, which has always been the case. And if they're not willing to work together, I mean, maybe the people that are clamoring for a divided state should get their way. Because it looks like we're going back and, doing the same thing over and over again. And they said that doing something over again and expecting a different result, it's craziness. So leaders need to really think about the decisions they're making, and they shouldn't just be short-term focused. They should be looking at the long-term impact on the country. So it is time for a change. It is time for restructuring, like going back to that regional government. So each region can be more productive. Each region can make sure they're putting their best feet forward in order to move the country forward.
Yeah, definitely. I still maintain that my position that maybe we should start considering going back to regional government. There is no reason to add more states or more local government. In fact, speaking of the local government, these are states that are asking for more local governments. I think they just want to use it as an avenue for more money to come into the state. Split up you create more local government, then it means more money to the state. Even though they are trying to tell us that the local governments are autonomous, that is in textbook. But in practice, they are not really. They are still under the governor. The governor can actually take out their money and spend it, and they can do nothing because why? The governor plants them there. There is no single local government election in Nigeria. They just do it for formality. They don't. There is no election, local government election. Before they even do it, they already handpicked the people that are going to that place. And it's always a position to compensate boys. Boys that probably work for installing the governor and stuff like that. They just use it to compensate them. Have you ever seen any opposition party win any local government election? It doesn't happen.